More of you have lost more money in a place you least expected.
Yeah, 1 out of every 10 stores in our area is outright failing the state's inspection when it comes to charging customers the correct amount for what you want. We rode along with one of those inspectors as a local store actually failed the test. Here's WECT's Colin Hackman with this special report, the Checkout Crackdown.
It's a common theme lately.
The way the economy is these days, we need every penny we can get a hold of.
I want my money's worth.
While folks are trying to stretch their money, some might be losing it to a place they'd least expect.
Do you think that you paid the amount that you saw in the store for these items?
I surely would hope so.
But hoping isn't enough. According to state records, 10 to 15% of all stores in our area fail the state price scan inspection. That is, stores may put a price on an item at the shelf, but when that item's scanned, it shows up on the register as something else, leaving it up to you to watch carefully to make sure you're not getting ripped off. And that's where Bill Tedder steps in.
It will copy the barcode, and I'll scan it.
This standards inspector checks the checks and the chow, then rings it up to make sure that the price is right. If more than 2% of the items are different here than they were here, the store fails. He's seen some out-of-whack prices.
As much as $19, $20 on one item.
But errors that big are easy for customers to spot. It's the 5 cents here and the 10 cents there that makes it tough for consumers to catch. We caught up with him for a surprise visit to 3 retailers in Leland.
Hey, how are you?
Piggly Wiggly, Family Dollar, and Dollar General. Family Dollar passed with a perfect score, while Piggly Wiggly only missed 1 item, passing the test. But that wasn't the case at Dollar General. Our cameras weren't allowed inside. This day, 10% of the items tested rang up wrong at the register, 5 times over the acceptable level.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Did you pay the right amount?
I guess I didn't really pay attention.
While Dollar General's corporate offices never returned our calls, customers had no problem telling us how they felt.
And that's just highway robbery.
If you're not watching them in the store, then they're getting away with, basically, that's like stealing from you.
Knowing about this now actually is going to get my blood boiling a little bit, and I'm going to look into it a little more.
We already did. And according to the law, retailers can fail the initial scan, but then the state inspector will be back for a more intensive scan in 60 days. Fines are placed for each incorrectly priced item, up to $5,000. And if they fail again,
We keep on coming back every 60 days until they get it right.
Tedder says that even though the businesses should be putting the right prices up, the customer still should take some responsibility.
You should be checking your receipts. You should be watching the monitor. You should have some ideas what your items are costing you.
Something these folks have already figured out.
Going to be more careful next time.
I will check every price from now on.
If I can find a retailer that is overcharging consumers, then I've done my job for that day.
This day, it's a job well done. But there are many more stores and many more items to check to see if they're ringing up right. In Leland, Colin Hackman, WECT News.
Now, while Family Dollar failed, they are by no means the worst offender.
Yeah, inspectors have fined local stores thousands of dollars in just the past 3 months. You can find out which ones and how much right now only on our website, WECT.com.